Yeah, hi, I'm Teddy Tahu Rhodes, playing the King in The King and I.
At least was saying before, you're in the title itself.
Yes, I am the title, and the thing that gets thrown at me always is that I was born for it with my head, my hairstyle. So that's probably the only advantage I have.
And if you ever want to become a professional swimmer or
Yes, that's the other thing.
more aerodynamic. Well, talk me through the role. I mean, what does it mean to be playing such an iconic character?
At first, even now, it's still pretty daunting actually, because these old, the musicals, they're not that old, but they're 50, 60 years old, but they've sort of become, the Rodgers and Hammerstein's been ingrained in the sort of the musical theatre culture, and people know the tunes and the storyline, even if they don't really know the musicals for some reason. They've sort of infiltrated their way into all parts of our life, and so it's daunting, and obviously some great actors have played the role of the king in the past, so I have to kind of throw that out of my mind and just try and bring what I can bring to it, and that's the key, I think.
Had you seen a production of it before?
I hadn't seen a production, but I've obviously seen various movies and seen the famous one, obviously.
It's Academy Award-winning role.
Academy Award-winning role, yes, and therein lies the daunting factor associated with it. So, but I think the great thing is that every production is different, and this one's was a Tony Award-winning production. So this has its own take on the show, which I think's the main thing, and the director Chris Renshaw is bringing lets you find your own way with it. So yeah, that's the beauty of theatre. Nothing is ever the same. So, and if it's always the same, you'd never go back and. I mean, you want to see the same songs and the same story, but everyone brings a different take to it. So that's what I'm going with.
And it doesn't seem like you got much time off between South Pacific and this. I mean, was it hard to convince you to jump right back out there?
No, not hard, but it was. I think I underestimated the amount of preparation I need to do for a role like this, which is so different from what I'm used to doing, which is singing. This is pretty much the King's basically a straight acting role. But I love being on stage. I mean, when you love doing something, you're just happy to be doing it. I think that's the thing for me.
And this takes you through the rest of the year as well.
Yeah, although I do take a break. I don't do Melbourne. They've got Jason Lee Scott from who's done it on Broadway, and so that'll be amazing, I'd imagine. And I get to meet him in a couple of weeks' time, actually. So the dawn factor gets bigger every week. But yeah, so I'll be doing it here in Brisbane and in Sydney.
Are you doing something else during that period?
I am. I'm doing an opera for Opera Australia here, a new production of Don Giovanni at the Opera House. So
You never stop.
no, and it'll be good to revisit some opera as well for me, because it keeps me, that's the other side of my life which I like to keep hold of.
It's where you feel at home.
I feel, give me an opera score, I feel at home. It's great to be challenged, and I think that's what gives you. And I've learned so much working with these people that do this sort of thing. I mean, the dancing, the acting, the energy they all bring to the stage. It's a night after night, 8 shows a week, and when they bring the same energy every time. It makes you lift your game, and you're working with people that like Lisa McCune, who is a iconic actor, TV star in Australia, and you learn so much from these people that therefore I want to hopefully take that back and put it into my, broaden my sphere when I go back to the opera scene.
And then maybe a one-man show after that.
No, there are limitations, and I think that I know my limitations. I'm on the edge. I am absolutely on the edge of my limitations doing this. So if I get through this unscathed, I'll be a happy man and go back to the opera world eventually.
Well, we look forward to seeing you when it comes to Sydney in September, and really appreciate your time.
Cheers. Thanks very much for your time.
Thanks.